Hey, what's going on, guys? I've got a piece of acrylic that I had cut out at Lowe's, and it's not square. The girl said that their measurements were off or whatever, something with their machine. It was supposed to be the exact dimensions of the fish tank with a little overlap. Not much, like half an inch or less. She cut it not square at all. I'm gonna cut some ports out with my Dremel tool because it's just been sitting on top of the airlines and the power cords and stuff. I really want it to sit flush, so I'm hoping that I can get it to sit flush. It does have kind of a warp in it, and I've read that with acrylic that can happen. I was actually trying to do lexan, but they didn't have any. Anyway, we're going with acrylic for now, and actually just as it is, it's been doing a lot better job of keeping water in the tank, because before I was having to top it off non-stop. And ATOs scare me, and I don't have the money for a good one, so I'd rather just not do a cheap one, and I'll just manually top off the tank myself. My wife got me this Dremel tool for Christmas this past year, and it's not pretty, but I'm making it work. I'm gonna cut one more slot in here to make a port to drop food in, but this one is gonna be for a new pump slash filter that I put in there. This one is for the heater. This one is for the airline going into some of my filter floss, and this one is for a secondary pump or the primary pump on the back of the Sea Evo. But basically what I've been doing is I've just been taking this blade, which came with my kit. It's kind of a multi-purpose blade from what little research I've done. Anyway, I used it today to cut off the end of some blind trim. I was putting up new blinds in our house. And then I'm taking this, what's really a rough sander thing there, a little sander wheel, and kind of knocking off the plastic that kind of spins up, and you can see it down here. Actually, this is a good example. So yeah, I'm just cutting it out and knocking down that plastic shavings that kind of pops up with the sanding wheel. Like I said, I got one more slot and then I'll be done. I will say, and I read this before, that the acrylic will kind of warp, and even being this thick of acrylic, it has started to get a bow in it. I'm hoping now that it's not going to be sitting on top of the airline tubing and it'll be laying flat on the aquarium top, that it will kind of level itself back out. So we'll see. All right. So I went back up there to test the lid, and I forgot to cut out the spot for the light, so now I've got to do that. Cut out the spot for the light, and hopefully it'll fit. I have a magic erase marker board up there that I kind of write down like tank parameters and water changes. I have a reminder on my phone, so I don't use it so much anymore, but I just use the magic marker from on there to trace out where that is. I think this blade is just about done here. I'm hoping it doesn't blow apart in my face. All right, I'll try to get this one on video for you guys to see. First cut. Second cut. Third cut. Take that. Ow, that kind of poked me. But you can see all that stuff on there. It's gonna be kind of hot. Just give it a second, and then you can pull most of it off. So that actually came out fairly clean. I'm still gonna take the wire wheel to it, or the little sandpaper wheel. I'm still learning about this Dremel tool, so I know I'm probably doing this all wrong. So one thing I've always wanted in my life, and finally here in my 30s, getting around to learning how to use one. It's one of those fun tools that there's a million different attachments for, and I've mainly only used it to polish some watches that I've been working on. But here we go. All right, go rinse it back off again. Hopefully it fits this time. All right, there it is, completed. It still has a little bow in it, which I'm not super happy about, but it's doing its job and it's sitting flush now, minus that little bow. It could be cut a little further back around the light port, but what do you think? It gets your approval. What are you eating? Doritos? Doritos? All right, well, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for the help, Addie. All right, see you guys next time.